All right, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make really cool looking email templates using AI easily. So this is an email that I just sent out, but I'm going to show you how to do this from scratch. I just started playing around with the template, so we're going to make one together that looks much better than this. We're going to use Beehiiv. You got to check out the link in the description to get a discount on Beehiiv, plus sign up for our free AI Growth Guys newsletter to get all kinds of AI tips, all the latest stuff. But just watch how this works. So this is just a quick template, but I'm going to make the new one that we're going to do today look a lot better. I'm going to show you how to make it really easily. It's so cool, the whole thing. So check this out. So first I went over to Chat GPT. So imagine you're just starting like with a brand new idea from scratch. And you're just saying, I want to get some brand colors going. I'm not sure what I want to use. This is my basic concept. So I went to ChatGPT 4.0 and I said, give me 8 different trios. So 3 color trios of different brand colors for a new brand. And it came up with these. Okay. So just even if you've already got your colors, it doesn't matter. This is just a cool thing to do, basically. You can always ask it for new brand colors and names. So I just flipped through these concepts here. Desert Energy, that's the one I ended up going with, and I'm going to show you. But you could pick any of them or do variations of these. Just say, give me trios of brand colors. Okay. And then, so I went down here. This is just basically having just a normal back and forth chat with ChatGPT. And then we're going to get into doing it with the actual email and how quickly you can do this in a really cool looking template. Okay. So then I said, all right, I picked that desert one that you made. And then I said, go make a logo. And imagine someone's making a wellness brand and they're going to start an email marketing newsletter with a wellness brand. So they said, okay, let's do Rooted Reset. I thought that logo looked pretty good. Sort of using the brand colors that we picked more or less. And then this was a mess up. I said, don't use matplotlib, make sure you're making the image. So then it started looking at these. See, this is starting to look better. Not exactly what I wanted, but, an email template, that would be like a clickable thing. Then I took screenshots of my newsletter and some other ones that I liked. And I said, make them look more like this. Okay. And now because this is an important tip. Now because the chat was so long, because I'd used too many things, I ended up opening up a new chat. I'm going to say that in a second. So I just started using 2 chats. Anyway, it got tiring. So I opened up a brand new chat from the start. And I said, this is just starting from the top. I said, your job is to make a Beehiiv email template. Here's the logo and brand colors you're working with. Do you understand? Yes, it says. So I just uploaded the logo that it made and then these branding colors here. And then some screenshots I took of other email newsletters that I liked. Okay. And then I said, now pick some fonts that go together with these colors. Okay. And then it picks out these different fonts that are pretty good. It's really good at picking colors, fonts, and different things. I'm terrible at this kind of stuff. And I said, okay, use what did I say? Basically, use all this info and make a new email template. I didn't like that one. So I used the screenshots again. I said, make them more like this, make it more blue. I didn't like this either. That was too much. So I don't mean that much blue. And then I said, make sure you're using all 3 of these. Now I like this one here a lot better. So let's just take a quick peek at this. Okay. So, this is just a screenshot of how an email newsletter template could look. So you already got the logo, the colors, the fonts are looking pretty good. Okay. That's one option there that you can use. And again, in just a minute, I'm going to show you how to put this all into Beehiiv quickly. Once you get this, I said, make another section of the email. And I thought this looks pretty good. And then, make some more possible sections, blah, 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 blah. And then I said, okay, just for fun, I said, imagine we're selling these different products. So imagine we're selling like coffee mugs, which is a simple one. You can go online and put your logo on these different mugs and start selling them. So I said, put the logo in a white mug, put it on a black mug. And then I said, this is our Cartario AI influencer model that I use often. Put the link there, put her in a hoodie that looks pretty good. do it again, make her look a little better. I forget what I said, but basic stuff, but you can use all these things. Now I said pile, like make a black hoodie, put them in a pile there. So you can imagine using these kind of things for social media. But quickly, I'm going to go back to using this for the Beehiiv template in a second. So then we've got this, okay, another Beehiiv template. Shop now, you can imagine the bottom of an email newsletter. So starting with nothing and just a few text prompts, you can get your colors, your logo, the fonts, the way the newsletter is going to look. I mean, it'd be hard to make anything look this good that quickly. You got your hoodies you're selling, your mugs, whatever else. You can mock that all up pretty quick. So I'm probably going to download this, copy this. Now this chat might be getting a little long already, but we'll see. So now what I'm going to do is, so this is a look inside of Beehiiv. Again, there's a link to get a discount, and it's the best deal anyway for email marketing. And you can easily make your money back with this because of the advertising they give you. But anyway, when you're in there, when I click template, this is like my other template for my newsletter, which I'm going to use AI to improve soon. But so this is just the template picked up. So you just type in the text editor, all this different stuff. If I go to preview, make sure you pick email up here. It looks like this. Okay, so I got my logo of these like separators here. A link to check it out, how I wanted that to look. I want this to end up looking better. This is just sort of, I'm just starting out with this, but we have really good AI tips, like I said, in this. But anyway, this is a brand new AI test of design. Now, here's the thing. If I want to make a new template with this new color. So this is like, if you're there, you're using Beehiiv, you're making an email marketing color, and you can start this for free, by the way, up to 2,500 subscribers. I'd go up to paid pretty quickly just because you get these other options, like advertising and a few more bonuses, but like you don't have to pay, honestly. So just click the link and get the free one. But anyway, so if you're starting a new email template, you just go to write and then go to templates and then you pick style. Okay, so here's where you get all the stuff. So I'm going to take a screenshot of this. This is so cool how ChatGPT lets you do all this. So, you just take a screenshot if you don't know what you're doing. I forget where we are. Yeah, it was this one. So just cut and paste a screenshot and say, tell me what numbers I should change to get the newsletter template like this. So it's so smart at these things. It's going to look at the image and then tell me, what dials to turn basically so that I can do this. And then once you have the template, then for all of it, all the times the next times you're going to do this is just sort of one click and you're right in there. So I'm going to show you. So outside background. So this is the outside background. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go over to here, outside background, change this. Okay. So that gives you this sort of desert color. Now let's see the next one. Okay. Black text. Links. Okay. I'll do the links. Spiced carrot. I'll do this color. Go here. Now this might seem like it's taking a while because it does take a while. If you do this the first time, like I said, but it's going to tell you how to do all this. And then let's just see. So let's just say I'm going to write something. Okay. Hi, how are you guys today? Look at this link. Okay, and I'll just hyperlink the word link. I'll make it longer. Oops. Just say hyperlink the word this link, put link. Just okay. Now, if I just go to look at the preview, you're just going to get a little bit. You can see. So the link is in that particular color. This is in the desert color. You know, you can change this color. You would make that header thing. I'm going to see if it can make the header dimension for us, just to get a real idea here, to make it look visual. Okay, just to show you, because those are too small of checks. All right, make a wide header for Beehiiv that I can put in with our new logo. Just see what it makes here. Okay, so it should be making it wide. If not, I could go into Canva and do it again, or um, you know, try a couple times. Sometimes it doesn't. It's not good at getting the widest or exact dimensions yet, but this is a pretty easy workaround. So we're just going to get the look and feel basically here. Just a second. It's still amazing how, you know, it takes a while. Oh, I can already see from these dimensions. It's not what? No. Make it much wider. This like email template dimensions. Okay, so let's just see what it comes up with. That's one of the only things I'm finding so far that it's, you know, it doesn't really do the dimensions as well as you'd hope. Again, you know, you can just play around with it, keep asking it to do it, or go into Canva and redo it with just the logo. It's not that difficult. Um, but basically, if you go around and you tinker around with all of these things on style, like these particular colors, this topography, you know, all these kind of weights and stuff, and you know, you pick the fonts that it tells you in the drop down, and then you go up to advanced, and there's, you know, it's just about clicking these. You know, here's the header. Um, Once we have it, which I can put the image if it actually makes the image for us. Okay, this is going to be too narrow. I'm going to put it in anyway and just see. Again, you can work around this a couple of times to see. Reset. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to throw it in here anyway because this is taking too long. It's funny how it always seems to be trickier when you're actually recording something because you're paying attention to trying to record at the same time as other things. Choose file. Let's see. Can upload this. Okay. All right. Okay. Now let's just preview. See, I would think that's too deep here. I would rather the dimensions be different, but let's just look at, this is what the newsletter looks. If you send a newsletter, again, I would make that, you know, different. Maybe I'll put the blue on the background. Let's see here. What is that blue color? They're going to give me that exact hex color. So you're not just describing it as blue, you're giving that 6-digit number. Okay, desert sky. So we'll just copy this. I just want to make this look a little bit better. Let's just see. Let's pretend we did the outside background with this. Okay. So, look. This is how the newsletter would be sent already. So once you're doing anything and you just click on this template, like once you have it done, then you're just totally done. You just start typing in, or you tell ChatGPT to whip up an email and you copy paste it in there. And then the entire template looks like the visual mock-up that it made. And Beehive's really good at just letting you copy and paste everything in here once you have it. So I'm going to show you. Let's say I was going to make a newsletter for AI growth guys. Now, I normally hand write these things myself because I don't want, people getting too much AI, drivel basically. But I do get AI to help format it. So watch this. Okay. Uh, write a newsletter for AI growth guys explaining what I did today to make this new template show off all of the, what do you call it, links, bullet points, etc. I'll just cut and paste this into Beehiiv to show off. Okay. So I'm going to show you if this was an AI growth, guys. Now this would be exactly the same for yours. It's just I already have basically the template made. So now it's going to write a newsletter, the entire things. Okay. See, it's got these line breaks. That's going to have my own color. It's going to have blah, 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 blah. Let's just see. So these are my actual links that I have in memory. So let's take a look. I'm just going to copy and paste this entire thing to here. Now, for the title, what was the title it gave me? Title here. Okay, now I'm going to go to preview. So again, once you have your template set up, this is what it would look like because I have, a thinner version of my logo and different things. So look at this, right? I have these line breaks come in. So you just copy and paste it once and then the formatting is there. So what I'm showing in this is if you have Beehiiv and you want to set these really cool looking, like look at how, that's some of the other one I just put at the bottom of the template, but look how quickly you can go from no idea at all, getting brand colors, getting your fonts, making that into a newsletter template, getting the logo, putting it all in there, and then just writing something down, getting AI to format it and cutting and pasting it into the editor, and then you're going to get your own thing like this. You can be selling mugs, you can be doing whatever, and it's faster than it is for me to explain this because I don't have to be sitting there worrying about what I am going to say. I can just focus on doing this. It's all as easy as just cutting and pasting different numbers and turning the knobs on this. And if you don't know which ones to choose, again, take a screenshot of what you're working on, tell ChatGPT to go do it, and then it will create absolutely everything for you. And if you don't like the first logo, you don't like the colors, you don't like whatever, just ask it to do it again. And if it gets stuck in a weird loop, just open up a new chat, keep doing it, and then very quickly you're going to have an incredible email newsletter template. It definitely works the best with Beehiiv. Like I said, we have a discount link in the description and in the first comment, and then sign up for our newsletter. Love to hear what you think. We'll see you in the next video.